There's lots of ways to be as a person. And some people express their deep appreciation in different ways. But one of the ways that I believe people express their appreciation to the rest of humanity is to make something wonderful and put it out there. And you never meet the people, you never shake their hands, you never hear their story or tell yours, but somehow in the act of making something with a great deal of care and love, something's transmitted there. And it's a way of expressing to the rest of our species our deep appreciation. So we need to be true to who we are and remember what's really important to us.
Oh yes, it's now the 26th of June 1998. By the 26th of June 2002, the Coldplay, or the band, whatever they're called then, will be known just all over, man. We're going to be so Spinal Tap, Guy, Will, John and Chris. Don't you forget. Massive. Absolutely huge.
The choice we made was music. Now, why music? Well, we love music, and it's always good to do something you love. More importantly, music's a part of everyone's life. Everyone. Music's been around forever. It will always be around. This is not a speculative market. And because it's a part of everyone's life, it's a very large target market all around the world. It knows no boundaries. We love music. There's a lot of us at Apple that really love music. And even though we're a little more successful now than when we started, that hasn't changed one bit. And whenever we have our music events, we like to remind ourselves why we do this. And there's no better way to do that than to ask one of our favorite musical artists to perform. And we did that, and he accepted. This is someone we love. This group has had 4 albums out so far, and they've sold over 50 million albums worldwide. They've won 7 Grammy Awards to date, and they are in the process of creating their next album, which we eagerly await. And we asked Chris Martin if he had the time to come out and perform for us at this event, and he very graciously accepted. And so please join me in welcoming Chris Martin. Thank you.
I'm very pleased to be here. I wish the rest of the band were here, but they're too lazy. Anyway, so I'll just play one song, and then if you want another one, then another one. We'll just keep going like that until you feel like lunch. All right? Now this is a true story. This song was around for a while, 6 months, and our record company and people like that said, this is not a hit single. And they were probably right. But with the weight of Apple, they managed to turn it from a pile of something terrible into our most successful song. So for that, we're very grateful. Thank you. Which proves that your marketing people can sell anything.
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own.
As you know, Steve loved music, and as you would expect, he had discriminating taste. He loved their music, and he watched them grow over the years into one of the biggest bands on the planet. And along the way, he found out that they were really super lovely guys. He would be so excited about them being with us here today. Will you please help me welcome our friends, Coldplay.
We played this song for Steve 10 years ago and he said it was shit. He said we'd never make it. I know Steve wants you to get back to work. And we talked about Steve a lot and how much he'd been gracious to both of our bands. And this is called Fix You.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, when the tears come streaming down your face, you. Yes, sir. Well, high up above or down below, when you were too in love to let it show. Oh, but if you never try, you'll never know just what you are. Oh. Lights will guide you home. Guide you bones. I will try to fix you. How's this gonna stop? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Muito obrigado, thank you everybody. And I will try to fix you.
I personally heard this version for the first time after he passed away and was very deeply moved by it. And I would like to play the audio of The Crazy Ones as read by Steve so you can hear the words he wrote and in his voice.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
He thought about Apple until his last day. And among his last advice he had for me and for all of you was to never ask what he would do. Just do what's right, he said. He said he saw Disney paralyzed after Walt Disney's passing, as everyone spent all of their time thinking and talking about what Walt would want. And he did not want this to occur at Apple. There's no words in the Webster that will express the sadness or our gratitude for the opportunity to have worked with the world's best genius. Steve, we will miss you forever. And we will honor you and your memory by dedicating ourselves to doing the work that you love so much.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much. But life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it, you can influence it, you can build your own things that other people can use.
Good evening. I'm Steve Jobs from Apple Computer. We're very glad to be here tonight.
I think you always had to be a little different to buy an Apple computer. And I think you still have to think differently to buy an Apple computer. And I think the people that do buy them, they are the people that are not just out to get a job done, they're out to change the world.
What a computer is to me is it's the most remarkable tool that we've ever come up with. And it's the equivalent of a bicycle for our minds.
This is iMac. The whole thing is translucent. You can see into it. It's so cool. Pleased to announce today that I'm going to drop the interim title.
We used to stand at the intersection of technology and humanity, and to make something for people that want to bring this into their lives and use it for things that make them more creative, not just make them more productive.
This amazing little device holds 1,000 songs, and it goes right in my pocket. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? And we are calling it iPhone.
We have a chance, if we stay focused and choose wisely, to really continue to impact people's lives in some small way for the better.
There's an old Wayne Gretzky quote that I love. I skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been. And we've always tried to do that at Apple, since the very, very beginning. And we always will. So thank you very, very much for being part of this.